On OC News, we have the latest update on the sexual assault that took place on campus. Then we remember the fallen on the anniversary of 9/11. Also, the Titans have cracked the top 25. We'll tell you where they're ranked in sports. Welcome to OC News. I'm Jason Martinez.
And I'm Amber Irwin. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
The hunt is still on. Students should still be cautious about campus safety. Following the sexual assault on campus, the suspect is still at large. It is important for students to be aware of the seriousness of the incident and know how to protect themselves. The University Police Captain Scott Wiley says a few safety tips that can benefit students while on campus.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we always talk about is, trying to walk in groups and make sure that your head's not down in your cell phone, and that's really hard for our students to do. But just always be aware of your surroundings. But in situations like this, that sounds sometimes like we're blaming the victim, and that's not something that we want to do in this or any other situation.
Contact University Police at 657-278-2515 and press 1.
Two major crimes committed on campus just weeks from each other are causing students to question their safety. Some students want to see more police presence, others want additional security cameras. OC News reporter Lauren Hernandez talked with students to find out more.
Cal State Fullerton is meant to be a place where students can come excited and ready to learn, but has recently become a place of loss and worry after two tragedies occurred on campus just weeks from each other. First, a homicide of a former faculty member, then a rape of a fellow Titan, both crimes taking place in student parking areas. Students are now fearing for their safety.
It kind of makes me question, if I'm really safe on campus all the time. It makes me think about, being aware of my surroundings and kind of taking extra precaution, especially when I'm by myself.
Some students voiced their worries on social media, expressing heartbreak and relatability to both instances that occurred. These crimes have students questioning if CSUF is still a safe campus. These concerns have also carried on to administration and faculty members.
People come here all during the day, and so they're parked all over campus. That worries me because some of my students are going to be going over to the Nutwood structure, other places on campus. I can't assume that they're parking here at College Park, where it's easy to get to your car at College Park.
Although still fearful, students find comfort in knowing campus police are always around.
Campus police are here 24/7, I know that, and it's kind of just like knowing your surroundings and knowing everything.
What I've seen be more effective is they have things where police can walk them 24/7, and people are always going in groups, you never want to be alone sort of thing.
As a way for students to find even more comfort, CSUF is now sponsoring a rape aggression defense class that will begin on September 20th. Admin, Fullerton PD, and campus officers are working hard to make this university a healthy and safe learning environment once again.
The Cal State Fullerton community came together to say goodbye to one of its own. Retired administrator Stephen Chan was killed on campus 3 weeks ago in the College Park parking lot. He was working as a consultant with International Affairs when he was stabbed to death in his car as he arrived for the workday. A coworker, Chris Vo, has been arrested and charged with the murder. OC News reporter Mackenzie Quinn attended Chan's memorial service and has our story.
Flowers lined the halls on Friday, sent by loving family, friends, and faculty to honor Stephen Chan, former California State University Fullerton administrator and family man.
And he's always been an awesome guy, really supportive. He was a rock. He's just...
Those who were close to Chan reflected on his memory, saying that he was nice and hardworking.
Chan was born and raised in Hong Kong, but immigrated to the United States. He is survived by his wife Margaret and his two sons, Matthew and Jonathan. His dedication was said to have him traveling all throughout the state of California for his son's travel basketball teams. Family members who knew him personally say that he was a quiet man but had a strong integrity.
That integrity brought Chan back to CSUF in the fall of 2019. He was going to be working as a consultant for the school, helping with international student affairs.
He came back because we asked him to come back to help us. He didn't need to do that. He retired, but he came back because he believed in education and he believed in the institution.
For the man who gave everything for education, community and campus came together to honor Chan's legacy.
He is the physical manifestation of being a Titan.
Reporting for OC News, Mackenzie Quinn.
Today marks the 18th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. Ceremonies began in the nation's capital this morning. CNN's Camila Bernal has the story.
In the nation's capital, September 11th ceremonies beginning with a moment of silence. President Donald Trump then heading to the Pentagon, speaking to survivors and the families of those who were killed there in 2001.
This is your anniversary of personal and permanent loss. It's the day that has replayed in your memory 1,000 times over.
The president also thanking first responders and those who risked their lives for our country.
We saw American perseverance in the valiant New York firefighters, police officers, first responders, military, and everyday citizens.
Meanwhile, the vice president in Pennsylvania, honoring those who died on Flight 93.
In their final moments, the men and women of Flight 93 worked together to defend freedom.
And in New York, where the attacks first happened, thousands of names read out loud.
Eugene Clark and my uncle, John Patrick Hart.
Names that will always be honored and remembered by family, loved ones, and the nation. I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
The day went on in memory of the 9/11 attacks. In New York, Governor Cuomo announced a new law mandating each public school in the state to pause for a moment of silence each year on the anniversary.
So students understand and remember and learn the lesson of our history in 9/11 and what we did and who we are and what we face.
The 9/11 Memorial Committee in Indianapolis, Indiana, celebrated the event by announcing to expand its memorial site. Indianapolis isn't the only city expanding its site. A 9/11 memorial home in Fullerton added twin towers for the 18th anniversary. The owner adds a new item to the yard every anniversary. Surrounding the twin towers are American flags. The one flag for each person who died inside the towers.
Still ahead on OC News, a student in Orange is killed in a bizarre accident involving a security cart. We'll have details.
And Cal State Fullerton's men's soccer team is on fire, performing better than they have in almost 2 decades.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music, playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent?
What?
Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Breaking news. This just in at the top of the newscast we reported. A rape that occurred on campus, according to CSUF Police Department. After further investigation, authorities discovered that the incident didn't happen on campus. CSUF Police Captain Scott Wiley said, quote, We absolutely believed that this rape occurred. We do not believe it occurred at Cal State Fullerton, unquote. The university said they will continue to support the student throughout the investigation.
A 15-year-old El Modena High School student has died after crashing a security guard's golf cart on campus. The special needs boy from Orange was being supervised by a one-to-one aide when the incident took place. The supervisor attempted to stop him from operating the vehicle, but was unsuccessful at doing so. After getting the boy rammed the cart into the pillar, Orange paramedics rushed him to the hospital, where he later died that evening as a result of his injuries.
President Donald Trump announced today that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is considering a newly proposed enforcement policy that would require flavored e-cigarette companies to take their products off the market. The proposal comes after a 6th person mysteriously died from a vaping-related illness. The CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, are currently investigating around 450 potential instances where they believe vaping could be a factor. Federal health officials are informing people to stop vaping until they discover the cause.
These products are still getting to kids, and we cannot let a whole generation get addicted.
The new Magic Way pedestrian bridge is slated to open this Friday, according to Disneyland officials, which will connect visitors from the new Pixar Palace parking structure to the rest of the resort. This will make it easier for visitors traveling by foot between the main entrances of Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, and the parking garages. The new bridge and parking structure, which adds 6,500 more parking spaces, will create better convenience, pedestrian safety, and better traffic circulation for visitors.
Earlier today, Uber pushed back against a newly passed California bill that would require the company to reclassify their independent contract workers as employees. The bill is expected to impact just about all app-based services such as Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. The company's chief legal officer, Tony West, insisted that Uber would not address their drivers as employees and advised them to maintain their independence once the measure takes effect as a state law on January 1st. Around 1 million people who work as contractors will be affected by the measure, including nail salon workers, construction workers, and even janitors.
It Chapter 2 has been out for less than a week and is atop the box office.
For more on today's entertainment news, let's go to Daisy Tornell.
Hey guys, there is probably a reason why everyone is going crazy about it. I cannot wait to watch it myself. It is a hit at the box office. It Chapter 2 raked a $185 million from theaters all around the world in its opening weekend. That's the second best horror opening in history. The 3-hour-long flick is based on the second half of the Stephen King novel, which picks up 27 years after the group that called themselves the Losers Club realizes they'd never actually gotten rid of the sewing-dwelling demon known as Pennywise. Madonna just announced 3 dates in San Francisco at the Golden Gate Theater on her Madame X tour. But what's the catch? Don't even think about looking at your cell phone during the show. That's right, the 60-year-old pop legend will be requiring concertgoers to use her Yonder, a pouch that puts the phone on lockdown with a magnetic device. The pouch is designed to only be unlocked in designated phone use areas during the concert. Prince fans will be happy to hear this. The reissue of the Purple One's legendary double album 1999 has been remastered and expanded. The Super Deluxe edition includes 35 audio tracks and a live concert performance on DVD. This will be available for all fans on November 29th. Amber, Jason, back to you guys.
Still ahead on OC News, CSUF's men's soccer team kicked off this season in a historic win. We will tell you all about how they cracked the top 25.
And the new iPhone is coming, and you might be surprised in a good way at the cost.
Can we get strawberries? Okay.
Our men's soccer team at Cal State Fullerton is having a terrific season so far, the best in almost 2 decades. Our sports anchor, Curtis Redmond, is here with all the details.
Thanks to a 4-0 start, the men's soccer team has broken into the nation's top 25 rankings. They are now ranked 22nd by Top Drawer Soccer and 23rd by United Soccer Coaches. The Titans defeated number 18 Loyola Chicago and Utah Valley this past weekend and are off to their best start since 2000. The Titans have scored 8 goals through their first 4 games, while only giving up 2. Junior forward Christian Pinzon was recognized as the Big West Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Pinzon and the Titans look to keep their undefeated record alive. On to the bottom of the 9th, pitcher Caleb Ferguson would strike out Mark Trumbo to end the game. And with that, the Dodgers would be the first team this year to clinch playoff berth, while also winning the National League West for the 7th straight season. Cal State Fullerton alumni Justin Turner and Dylan Floro look to lead the Dodgers to a World Series title. In NFL news, more Antonio Brown drama. After recently being released by the Raiders and then picked up by the Patriots in the same day, star receiver Antonio Brown was accused of sexually assaulting his former trainer. Brown and his trainer met in college as Bible study partners, and they later connected in 2017 when Brown hired her. She released a statement saying, "Speaking out removes the shame that I have felt for the past year and places it on the person responsible for my rape." She explained that she was sexually assaulted by Brown 3 separate times from 2017 to 2018. Brown has yet to play a game in the NFL this season.
Can you believe the new iPhone is already being launched?
I can't believe the new one's already out. It feels like the 10 just came out.
The newest iPhone.
Well, for all the Apple fans out there, they announced the new iPhone 11 yesterday at their launch event in San Francisco. The iPhone 11 will arrive alongside the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which will be the high-end models for this year. Improvements on battery life, camera, and a new processor that promises faster performance are all in store for the new iPhones, with the camera being the major focus this year. The iPhone 11 will come with a dual lens camera, while the Pro models will come with 3 cameras, which include a telephoto, a wide angle, and an ultra-wide lens. Both phones are also getting a night mode that takes improved low-light photography as well. Prices for the phone have remained the same as last year's iPhone, with the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max starting at $999 and $1,099. The iPhone 11 will start at $699, which is less than the entry price for $749 of last year's iPhone XR. The new iPhones will be available for pre-order this Friday and available for sale in stores on September 20th.
And that's a wrap on our first OC News program for the fall semester. Be sure to tune in every Monday and Wednesday live at 5 p.m. Or you can find us on YouTube and social media under the handle OC News CSUF.
We leave you tonight with another look at the day's memorials. Here's a reading of names of some people who died on this day 18 years ago.
John Holland.
Horowitz.
Charles J. Houston.
Uhoro, Houston. Gerard Howard.
Brady K. Howell.
Michael C.
Paul Inella.
Stephanie Veronica Irby.
Brooke Alexandra Jackman.
Aaron Jeremy Jacobs.
Ingeborg Joseph.
Carl Henry Joseph.
Sheldon Robert Cantor.
Deborah H. Kaplan.
Robert